on the radio thing. Everyone's a bit too serious about it.
I believe this is a strong and stable Wooferendum.
I founded the Wooferendum a year ago because it was clear that so many people were unhappy about Brexit, and yet it was a tough topic for people to speak out about. It's a very dry subject, it's divisive, it's not going to make you popular in the pub when you start talking about Brexit. But it's really important that people do talk about it, because what's happening in this country is that we're travelling towards a Brexit that isn't what people voted for in the first place. People were lied to, there was loads of misinformation, and the sensible thing to do is to be able to have a people's vote. Now, the Wooferendum is a way for people to speak out who perhaps were never speaking out before. If they can do so through their dog, with their dog barking out, that's a great thing. That's a really good democratic thing to do.
She's very interested.
That Brexit is bad for people, but it's bad for pets. Shortage of vets, rising vet care costs, shortage of pet foods as they become more difficult to source and become more expensive, and a loss of the EU pet passport scheme. And the final thing to remember is if Brexit is as bad economically as many people lead us to believe it will be, if it's on the scale of 2008, what we saw in 2008 when Lehman crashed and the economic crash around the world, lots of people gave up their pets. Lots of dogs, lots of cats and other animals ended up in sanctuaries or with the RSPCA or with the Dogs Trust and other charities. They couldn't deal with the numbers. Lots of pets came in from Ireland when the economy crashed. So we know if the economy drops, people give up their animals.
Message here, which is that people in this country recognise 2.5 years on from the referendum, there's a lot more information. You wouldn't say to somebody, go away, negotiate something for me, whatever you come back with is fine. Now they want to have a say on what the deal is, or if actually the deal is good enough for Britain. And whether it's people coming with their dogs, or my inbox as an MP, or just out in the street, I'm constantly being stopped by people saying, when do we get a say? When's our time for having a say on this? You guys over in Westminster, you look like you're fighting all the time. When do we get a chance to have our say?
We have to fight for a people's vote with the option to remain.
It's a nice day. I think this is a really nice idea. It's a bit of fun, but there's a very, very, very serious message attached to it, which is that the country is not uniting behind any vision of Brexit. I think more and more people, for more and more reasons, are understanding and seeing that the Brexit that's on offer is not what was promised, and there is now no deal available that is not going to damage the country. So while that happens, people who believe that should be out there at events like this, campaigning for what they believe. And I think this fantastic turnout today, but you wait till October the 20th when tens of thousands are going to be on the streets of London when she comes back from Brussels saying, deal or no deal, whatever it is you've got, we know it's going to damage the country. Because even she admits that now. She knows. Theresa May cannot bring herself to say that this is going to be good for Britain. So why is she continuing to do it?